Well, back again. Now been dipped. It's actually about an hour later actually, but still never mind. This is my finish that I put over the top. It's very thin. It's actually too thin to dip. So basically all I do then, it's very thin. And it basically gives it like just a wash finish. See? And again, very thin. You see that there? With it being water based, if you're not happy with some of it, just run your finger over it, give it a lick. See, water based. You can see that gives you a nice clean finish. So like I say, that's just really just a light wash colour, just a stain if you want to call it that. So we're going to cut there. I'll finish these off and then we'll get to the hollow tips. Right, just to show, this is, I use a water-based finish, but you could use cellulose, do whatever you want, but this is my personal choice. So as you can see, water-based, water-based, let's put that aside, water-based, as you can see. So put that away, that's done. So they've all had what I would call the finish. And while they're drying, we'll cut the tips to size. Back to the jig. As we've stated before, 2s, 3s, 5s and 7s. You could cut them shorter or longer. It's entirely a personal choice. These are just sizes over the number of years with relation with stem size and for what the fishing float or pole float is intended to do. These are for open water fishing, and as they've got a spring eye and it will be in open water, the tips are kept reasonably long to keep the line down under the surface. So cutting the tips, me personally, Stanley, offer up to the size, just give it a roll, and if your blade's tight, sharp, be a nice clean cut. Same again, offer up, just a little twist, nice cut. Same again, nice and so good. I'll have a cut on there and then we'll come back for gluing them in. Right, so they're all cut. We'll put the finish aside, then we'll bring these back in. Once again, glue, as we've stated before, just a bog standard industrial strength thick super glue, but any super glue from the corner shop would do. bearing in mind these might still be a bit, not, you know, still a bit tacky, as I've literally just painted these. So move these out of the way, then as we go along. So the way I do it is offer it up, nice snug fit, give it a twist. If you feel it's too loose, then the whole idea is to coat the whole of the sleeve in. Offer it up again, twisting as you go, give it a trim, perfectly straight. Okay. We'll go with the yellow tip, and then we'll go to a cut, and I'll put the others on, and then we'll go to the spring eyes then. So once again, got a reasonable amount on the end. Offer it up, give it a twist. You'll see the globule running down. And if you feel it's too loose, just go in again, offer it up, twist as you go down, and any excess, once again, we see how straight. Yeah. So I'll go to a cut there, and then we'll come back with the springs. Right, all the tips are on. What I've actually done, I've sighted all the springs. They're not glued on, but I've sighted them, so they just need gluing. The way I do this, once again, although there's enough glue there, we'll just give you an example. A little bit of glue. You can use an off-cutter wire, or there's even an 06 wire. That's an 05 wire. We use the 06. Could even use a bit of glass. Idea being is, if you see, just want not a lot. I'll show you this. Just basically about where the top of the spring would sit, and then just slightly twizzle down. Be careful because it'll go off pretty quick. And there you see, nicely seated. Can we see that? Yeah, nice and seated. It'll take probably 10 minutes to go off. Same again. See, probably can't see it so much. Just hold it afloat, bearing in mind these are still a bit tacky because they've just gone off. Just slide it down. There we go, nicely seated again. Nicely done, yeah. Do it one more time, and then I'll go to a cut, and then we'll look at the fit, and I'll explain, and we'll go to the finish. So once again, move these out of the way so you can get just about where the top of the spring would go. There's not much there, hardly any. Hold the base and then twizzle down. Make sure, if you can see that, nicely seated without going into the foam. Yep. Right, we'll go cut there, and I'll finish these off. Right, they're all stuck on. They're all glued on. Now, normally, I'd let them stand for at least 4 hours, but so we can get all this done within an hour or so. I'll see if we can get the varnish on now. Right. Obviously way too thin to dip. And all that is 50% of white spirit mixed with 50%. Make sure it's well mixed. Oops, without getting it all over your fingers, that is. Look at this, mucky pup. So, the idea then, hopefully, it won't soften it too much. The reason I use this is because it softens the acrylic, and then it cross-links, and then it becomes one, and it becomes a very hard finish. That's my personal choice, and the way, well, it used to be called my high-tech finish, and that's how it was achieved. So if this runs, then we'll go 4 hours down the line. But all it is just literally, it looks like we're good. It's a very thin coat, and over the bristle, over the spring eye as well. So that's done. Same again. And you retain that washed out finish. Same again. So I'll finish these off, and then we'll come back and we'll have a recap of what we've done when they've dried, which will probably be tomorrow now.